If you recall, at the end of my last video, when I was going back through all the recommendations, and I like to show you the physical copies just to make sure that you know that I have that book, but I didn't have all the books because some of them were at a different place. I said I was moving. Well, I'm all moved in. Now, this is not a typical video, obviously, because I don't have any reading recommendations for you necessarily, though I'm sure I'll get to one just by accident because that's what I'm like. I just wanted to give you a brief tour of the room. I just wanted to show you the new space that we'll be hanging out in when I come back to do another video about, I don't know, comics or whatever the next one's going to be. Hang out with me for a second. Just take a look at this room. It's not a regular video, but do we still get to play the theme? Wait, it's my video. I get to decide. Play the theme. All right, so we're going to do it like this. It's like I've just cleaned my room and now I'm going to enter it fresh to picture it from someone else's eyes. You know how you do that sometimes when you clean your room. On the door, right, got the street sign. One of my hobbies is stealing street signs, but if any cops are listening, I don't do that anymore, and the statute of limitations has passed on all the street signs that I have stolen. On the back of the door, we get the buy flag because, of course, posters all over the wall. Yes, great, looking good. Lots of great stuff here, lots of local art, lots of cool things. A passage from Kingdom Come with a drawing from Kingdom Come. This is a pizza recipe, and Leonardo is there over top. This is a Trad Moore drawing. I actually got this signed by him. I've met him a bunch of times, but I got this signed by him, and then I smudged it because I'm fucking dumb. So I put it on the wall anyway. I know who signed it. Doesn't really matter. Give my regards to Yancey Street. We love the thing. We love him. Bloodsport movie poster. Receipt from Thailand from the 7-Eleven in Bangkok. Super cheap. $11 I spent, and look at that long list of shit that I bought. Revenge of the Ninja, great movie. This is Red Hood, is by Rob Rettiano. He exists, he's around, he's on Instagram, he's on Threads a lot. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Friday the 13th, Japanese Star Wars poster, Animal Chin poster. Great, gotta love an Animal Chin poster for any of my skating friends out there. This was done by Ed Pisker before we knew he was messaging minors or whatever. Cool guy at the time. Once again, John Hairston Jr., if you remember that Galactus shirt I was wearing from the Fantastic Four video, that's who did that. We got a sexy Hagrid over here. He's kind of being blocked by the comic book boxes, so I'll zoom out for a second so you can take a look at these. All my comic books are here. They're in these boxes. I have a lot of sorting to do. I did just move in here, so I have a lot of sorting to do still. Try to downsize some of this box scenario. Got a couple of these things. This is handmade stuff, so I'm not sure she still works anymore on those kinds of things, but this was great. This was a commission. I love him so much. Extra again, these Superman pillows are from 2003, in case you were wondering how long I've been a Superman fan. This gizmo was my grandma's, or my dad's probably, more likely my dad's, from when the movie came out, and I happen to still have it. Up top, we got some helmets, right? All the different cosplays I've done, except for these two. I never did Iron Man, and I never did Red X, and I never will, but I built those for fun, just kind of as a side project. Sometimes it's nice to work on things. And up top, right, you got a little BB-9E, a little radio-controlled one or whatever. You link him up to your phone with Bluetooth, and then he moves around and he does commands. It's cool. It was cool. It was cool for like 3 months. Mandalorian helmet, obviously. Red Ranger, very early on. Predator, pretty recent. Hawk, pretty early on. Dr. Fate, Jay Garrick. Got a Batman cowl. Got some Star Wars helmets and things. And we can move along here. So I have all 6 movies, right? So there's shelves for each movie. And then these are all either my toys from childhood or my dad's toys from childhood that I kept. I'm pretty big on not giving into nostalgia, as it is a pretty flagrant tool of propaganda. So I try to not be easily baited into purchasing things just because it's something that I used to like or used to own or whatever. You're not going to make me pay fucking $30 for something that used to cost me 10 just so I can have a memory about it or whatever. But everybody's here, you know? This was my dad's. That's my dad's Yoda. This is the Power of the Force line, Lando Calrissian. That's why he's so buff. That whole line was really buff for no reason at all. Doesn't make a ton of sense. We got a Gonk droid. Love him. What else can we do? Oh, this Jawa up here. Also my dad's. Look how he's wearing pants. He looks like a powerful congresswoman with the business pants, the suit pants. How do we go? We go Return of the Jedi, right? Of course. Return of the Jedi, Jabba the Hutt. That was my dad's original Jabba the Hutt, original Bib Fortuna with a little cloth coat. Again, my dad's. That is a film slide from Return of the Jedi. It's where Han Solo gets frozen in carbonite. My roommate got that for me 1 year for Christmas. Very cool. Got an Ewok. Got an old school Chewbacca. This is actually this Death Star here. This is actually this was a Taco Bell toy at one time. You could press it and it'll spin around. It looks like it's exploding, like when they blew up the Death Star. And then we'll get down here. We're working with Batman, right? A little Batman shelf. Because I'm a huge dork, of course, I have a dedicated Batman shelf. I got the official Ben Affleck Barbie. It does look like him under there. I got a couple Batarangs hanging out. This is an OG Batman the Animated Series Batmobile. I did play with that as a child, and then I kept it. Some of these are replicas and things that I bought when I was a little older. I don't really buy that stuff anymore, just because I feel like the joy is gone once you buy it, and the happiness that you gain from buying something is mostly from buying it, not from actually doing anything with it. So as long as those things don't bring me joy to own, I won't buy them. Won't give into consumerism in that way. Sorry, I don't mean to lecture you. That's an invitation from Selena and Bruce's wedding from the Tom King run, which ended up being kind of a bust. I enjoyed it. People don't like it. That's a working bat signal. I'll just flash over here real quick. It's right there. Looking good, right? I set that up. Oh, the chair's in the way. I set this up. I thought it would be cool. My dad got this for me for my birthday. I thought it would be cool on the Batman shelf. Right below that, we got sort of a video game shelf going on. We got some Assassin's Creed posters. We got Connor's Tomahawk from Assassin's Creed 3. We have Edward's Hidden Blade from 4. And there's an original... it's like handmade. I say original. It's handmade. I bought it off some dude on eBay back when you could do that, and it was just like suspicious people sending you packages. Not like it is now. Very, very safe, very cool now. But it's Altair's Hidden Blade. So you got Ezio back there. You got a Sub-Zero mask. You got this little light-up Doom display. This floppy disk is not a real floppy disk. It has a USB output, and it will install Doom on anything that you plug it into, just like the meme. And this is a random shelf. I don't know what I'm going to put here. These are more comics I have to sort. As I said, I do have to figure out where they're going to go. And then we'll go to the next shelf. This is all my books, at least all my trade paperbacks and things. Should I put those? Captain America shield down on the bottom. I don't really know where I'm going to put that yet. I might just leave it there. Might look good there. Who knows? All these books. So when I recommend you a book, never forget that I probably own that motherfucker. And it came off this shelf. And over here, more of the same, more of the same. These are not in alphabetical order. These are. These I was getting lazy when I was moving in. I was like, just shove it there. My Lone Wolf and Cub 12-volume collection. Right? One of the best things I've ever read. At some point, we will talk about it. We will talk about it in depth. Lots of cool stuff on the shelf. Collecting Initial D now because they're releasing that. We got a few more to go, so I left some space. But here's the car. Here's the car from Initial D, right? And then the leader of the Red Sun's car. And again, some more books. Most of these are my girlfriend's books, actually. We have a lot of doubles. So again, lots of sorting to do. Things of that nature. And then we're over here. We're on the prequels. Probably more your speed. I assume you're around my age or younger. So probably more your speed. There's always a bigger fish. Again, Taco Bell toy. Right, and you can. I can't operate it one hand because I'm holding the camera, but you pull it and then it automatically eats the little ship. You got Jar Jar, you got Boss Nass, fucking type shit. A little tiny Yoda, some Droideka. This is getting out of hand now. There are 2 of them type shit. This was a Taco Bell toy or a Burger King toy, but they had a couple of these that would cover all the different planets that you'd see in Star Wars. You open it up and they do a little spin. It's the Duel of the Fates. Isn't that fun? I have a stripped down C-3PO. I even got Anakin as a little Jedi. I have Sebulba's Pod Racer. I do have Anakin's Pod Racer somewhere, but I'm missing a lot of pieces now because, it's like a 20-year-old toy, like a 25-year-old toy. So I don't have all the parts, so I didn't put it on the shelf. You get Padme. I even have Shmi Skywalker. Who do you know that has a Shmi Skywalker on display? Episode 2, right? We got all the villains sort of concentrating, including the Death Sticks guy, right? If someone approached me in a bar and asked me if I wanted to buy something called Death Sticks, I simply would say no. A couple of clones, a couple of Jedi, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, a couple of clones, Anakin, super agile wizard Yoda, Padme, and Obi-Wan. I even have one of the little Geonosian termite dudes. Episode 3, of course, you got Commander Cody, you got Anakin Starfighter, you got a bunch of clones, all different planets, you got a little bald Emperor, you got a little Darth Vader getting ready to stand up and go, no, or whatever. Fucking is Padme, or is she safe? Is she all right? She was alive. I felt it, or whatever. And they're here, battling on Mustafar. This was a set, and Dirk Nowitzki, who used to play for the Timberwolves, was present when we bought this because I'm from Florida. We were in Orlando. We were at Disney right after this movie came out when it was cheap to go. Now I can't possibly afford to go to Disney. So this is a Mustafar set, right? So you got a little melted Volcano hand. That's Anakin reaching up from the lava, I guess. But it shoots lava rocks. There's lots of fun stuff. You've got Tarful, right? OG Tarful. We love the Wookiees. What about the droid attack on the Wookiees type business? Down here we've got the Power Ranger shelf. Lots of fun things on display. Russian nesting rangers, two morphers, because I'm greedy. Original Lord Zed, original In Space Ranger. There's some other stuff on here. It's not all Mighty Morphin. Ninja is back there. You got the flip head toys. Those are original. That's why they look yellowy like that, because they're from 1993. Got a communicator. Got the Zeo Blaster. Got Saba. Ultraman is here. Right, and then of course the Turbo Morpher, which does work. I do not have two hands, or I would put it on and do the morphing sequence to prove what a big fucking dork I am, actually. And then we got sort of a movie shelf going on here. So we got Turbo Man from one of the worst Christmas movies of all time, Jingle All the Way, which I actually love. We got Godzilla. We got Jules and Vincent from Pulp Fiction. We got a couple of Terminators. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger. We got John Wick. We have the Ledger from John Wick 3 is here. The coin you would use to get into the Continental is here. Indiana Jones is here. Short Round is here. Rocktopus is here. Ghostface is here. There's a replica of the knife from Dune, which I made. I made two of them. I made a couple of them, actually, because my girlfriend and I did some Fremen suits, so I made us each a knife, and then I had an extra one. I made an extra one so we could go on the display shelf. Got a couple of Predators hanging around. And then we're back to this wall. Let's shift over to this one. Right, got my Mike and Ike box collection. I love Mike and Ike's. That's my favorite candy. So I will eat them just as many as possible. And so I save all the boxes and then I put them on the wall like a trophy hunter would put an animal's antlers on the wall, but it's candy. Got a signed Primus poster. Got a one-of-a-kind Ween poster. I think this is they only made 250 of these. My ex got that for me. We have an OG Robin AIDS ad. Right? You never see these anymore. You never see these anymore. You got this. I talk about this ad all the time. These Ballpark Frank ads, where the hand was coming out of the stomach to feed dude a hot dog. I never talk about this. An ad for NBA Jam, which I have. An original Lunchables pizza ad, like from when they dropped that for the first time. Big Barda, because we love her. A little bit of Silver Surfer, a little bit of Peanuts, a little bit of Bugs, passing bug spray back and forth. This was about not doing drugs. These are the kind of ads they don't really put in comic books anymore. Now it's mostly in-house ads for things that they're going to do. We got a Wise Blood poster. Love her so much. Ultraman. We got a R2-D2 popcorn tin. This was a gift. He does open up. He holds snacks and all kinds of things. We have Figure and Dan in the modal nodes. Absolute icons of music, only playing that one song, but that's all they need. Are they one-hit wonders? Hard to define. Signed print of the cast of the X-Men, also a gift. I've never met any of these people. Also a gift. Got the little Transformer shelf. Got a couple of great things going on here. This is an original Soundwave. This is my uncle's. From like when Transformers came out, he got a Soundwave. It's an OG Soundwave. This was a really cool Megatron I always wanted. I used to see it in toy magazines all the time, and then I managed to catch it on eBay for really cheap. It's really hard to transform. That's why I leave it as a gun, because I can't do it. It's hard. All right, Optimus Prime, original trailer, not an original Optimus Prime, but an original trailer. That was my dad's. He does not still have the Optimus Prime, or I guess I would have it. And then a couple of other fellas here. Zoom out, we got another bookshelf. These are all my real books, all my real books. I do read books with words and not just pictures. I do know how to read. It's mostly philosophy and like politics and all kinds of things. All my communist literature is here. Oop, don't look at that. No, don't look at all my communist literature. You might get some crazy ideas about supporting people and being nice, just being a good person. That's my copy of the Communist Manifesto right next to my copies of Lenin's work and other Marx works, Das Kapital, of course. We got Mark Fisher's works in there. Lots of great stuff that you shouldn't read unless you want to care about people or institute a system of government which does not prey on the weak. Dune's here. Also, Battle Royale, great book. I know you've seen the movie, probably. Great book, though. Should read that book. They're both good. Both good in their own ways. Lots of great stuff here. Again, I do know how to read. I read. Sometimes, I promise. Lots of great prints on the wall. Of course, got a Wu-Tang print. Got to represent. Get some bending scrolls. In case I need to remember how to bend right quick. Real Silver Surfer action figure from the Silver Surfer show. That was coming out in the like mid 90s, right after the Fantastic Four show. It's not that good, But I like this figure a lot. I like that he's chrome, and it's from KB Toys. Remember KB Toys? Isn't that fun? I don't really give into nostalgia, but I consider myself something of a historian, because if I don't keep this useless shit, who will? And when someone comes over here and goes, "Oh, I remember that," I can go, "Yes," and then tell you a bunch of stupid fun facts about it, because that's the kind of autism I got. Not the math and engineering kind, but the pop culture recall kind. Joshua Middleton print. He signed it. It's at the bottom. That's his Wonder Woman. This is from the movie Tombstone. You never seen Tombstone? Great movie. Great movie. Heavily inspired the Western we're about to release sometime soon. Great Jane Foster. Godzilla over the sheet music from Godzilla. So it's quite literally. Dun, 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 dun. Just kidding. That's the, what did I just do? The theme from Power Rangers when he plays it on the flute. Sorry. A goldfish ad where it looks like you're tripping acid. Again, they don't do ads like this anymore in comic books. It's mostly like in-house ads. Like a Marvel comic book is filled with advertisements for Marvel movies or other Marvel books. It's not just like strange drug referencing goldfish ads or a hot dog ad where a man is having a fist come out of his stomach to feed him a hot dog. We're Gundam fans over here. Another Ween poster. Same thing for Ultraman. It's the Ultraman theme. A Neptune print. R.I.P. I loved her so much. That's a fun. Sticky notes. For a while, I had a corporate job where I would have a meeting all the time. And every time I was in a meeting that lasted longer than an hour, I drew a little picture of Dr. Manhattan. So I kept them all. Just that last couple of months, I did that before I used all my vacation and then quit when I came back, which you should do. You should do sometime. It's liberating. It's fun. People talk a lot of shit about being unemployed, but it's actually pretty fun. You have a lot of fun time. You have a lot of spare time to do fun things. Different pieces of mail or pieces of lore from cons and things that I've been to over the years. This is a map of my hometown. Really small town. Really old map. Around the same age as my father, perhaps. Lots of things on the wall. We'll zoom out a bit. This is my work computer, my calendar, all this stuff. I got my cool gamer-tastic setup for all the video games I do not ever have time to play, but it's convenient in case I would like to. We got family over here displaying on the TV. Gold Mewtwo card came from Burger King back in the day when they were promoting the movie. Got a Lego Man, got Doctor Doom, got Captain America, got Spider-Man, got the Lego Optimus Prime, which does transform and is absolutely the shit. Probably one of my favorite Lego pieces that I own. These pieces were done by Austin Matar, who you will see in that Western again that we're releasing. These are me as when I was Red Hood for that web series that we did briefly. There's a lot of lore that you're not caught up on that you're getting punched in the face with right now. David Finch print, absolutely beautiful. DC versus Marvel print, absolutely beautiful. Signed by Dan Jurgens, signed by Ron Mars, great. Neil Adams print, signed by Neil Adams. I had dinner with him once, facilitated through a friend. Bag from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. That's Kevin Smith's comic book store. It's in Red Bank, right where they filmed Clerks. I have been there. They've since re-upped the logo. It doesn't look as good in my opinion. I like this. I like the little cartoon versions of them. Usagi Yojimbo, because of course. I got a Spider-Man print. Also me. That's the Mandalorian. That's that same helmet over there. Nice that Austin would draw that for me. Nice when people do art of you. These are both collages done by my friend Brandon, one of my earliest collaborators, if you could call him that. My earliest friend. We've been friends since high school. But when I started cosplaying, we shot a little video. It's garbage. Terrible. But we've both grown a lot since then as artists and as people. And these are some of the collage works that he's done. I kept them, and they're great. I say I kept them like they're old. They're not old, but I kept them, and they're great. Lots of great stuff. And these are prints, right? So they're smooth. When he gave me, he dropped them off at the old house. He gave me these two, which are prints, so they're smooth. It's harder to tell where the differences are in the stuff that he's collected and pasted together. But the other ones are raw, so it's a little easier. I like them both, but I like these. It's just hard to tell. I like that. It's so immersive. Anyway, little tiny shelf. Of course, you got the trash compactor scene from episode 4. You got a little Dragon Ball Z shelf. Shout out Dragon Ball Z. Got a little Aang and Appa hanging out. I think that might be it. I think that might be the whole room. Did we do the whole room? We did. This is my to-be-read pile. So these are things that I'm reading currently or rereading. Things I'm reading currently or rereading. Things I'm reading currently or rereading. Some of this leftist propaganda. My trans agenda. Oops. Didn't mean for you to see the trans agenda that I just leave out, or techno-feudalism, the thing that killed capitalism, which is sort of a myth. It implies that capitalism was at one point a good thing and has evolved into a bad thing, but in reality, we know that it was kind of always meant to operate the way it's operating now. So anyway, sorry, I forgot to mention all these con badges. Every con I've ever been to, I kept the badge. Now they're just here. So there's every single con I've ever been to. I've been cosplaying for almost 10 years at this point, so I have just a shitload of these. The pin board, in case we covered it. I used to work for a sock company, so that's me. I made myself on a sock. It sold pretty well. It was a limited run. That's my dog. Also sold pretty well, surprisingly. A couple of family photos and things. If you're interested in any of that. Photos from my girlfriend and I in Thailand. We went over there to train Muay Thai. We both do Muay Thai. I actually teach Muay Thai. I don't know if you know that. I know I just hop on here and talk about comic books, but there's a lot of lore. You're missing a lot of lore, but you're getting it now, just kind of crammed in here. All right, I'm gonna put you back on the thing for real. Okay, we're done. I hope you've enjoyed this tour of the new space. I like it. I like the way it's coming together. It's not like 100% done. You know, I still have to sort out these books. I still have to figure out some of these things, and I want to get a rug in here. Although I like the freedom of rolling around on the floor in this chair. But you know, lots of stuff to do still, but it's looking pretty good, and I like it. And the next video you see will take place in this room, and it'll look something like this. That's it from me. That's all I got for you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for touring the room with me. I hope the rest of your week is good. Weekend, week, good. All right, okay, I'm out for real. All right, I love you. Bye.